This is Justin Amazon on Friday, September 21st, 2018, with an inverted hammer right here, right before the market opens. And it's pretty much at a pivot from yesterday, a little bit above, but we just talked about yesterday that expect if it stays true to the form it's been repeating from a few weeks back, that expect a gap up and a sell off today. So it actually opened up here, kind of within yesterday, ran up, has a similar high, and then just went sideways, and then broke down, went sideways again. A squeeze actually had formed in here. We're below the low. You could have gotten in on any of these candles as a retest of the low of the day. And what do you know? 1944 is the price that we're bouncing off of. We actually get down, wick down to right here is 1943.01. So basically 1944 is our pivot price. We wicked below it here, got bought back up. A lot of people who were buying here were buying yesterday. Anywhere in here off of 1944. And then what happens is it just collapses. Races down almost to 1925. Doesn't quite get there until this candle, which is a really nice hammer, and it should bounce from here. So it's bouncing off of 1925, and what happens? It just kind of goes sideways for a while, and got right back into the 21, almost does it again there. Now right here, no, not quite yet. We got some really small candles in here. There, those two. Really, really small candles in here. You could bracket these, trigger below and a stop above, and then your target would be 925. It actually almost hit 925, didn't. Does a stair step, really small candles again. It's like, okay, it just broke down from some of these. It looks like we've got two little ones again. This is a retest of the lows through here. This looks like it's going to go. And it does. It breaks down, retests on this candle, retests 1925 on that candle. And it just collapses into 1910, almost at 1910, and then recovers to that close. So opening move, midday chop, closing move. Pretty phenomenal. So if we go look at, not the calls, because the calls didn't really do much, but the puts, you can see you could have bought for under $1 through here, anywhere it opened. You know, now if you were even getting in on this candle at 915, below there was 0.89, 915, we were right here. So on this candle, you could have gotten in on that candle for under $1. Now I don't know what price it actually moved past when it hit here, but still, had you gotten in with a 1 hour risk of $1, $100, gotten in on that candle, so that was 915, and gotten out, went in 1925 at 10, then you can measure this and be like, oh, okay, I could have gotten in on that low, and then it would have exited on 1010 up here at this high. So that's like, even just going conservatively, that's probably 5 minus 1, which is 4R. That's a really good move, and you could have had some shaved off up here. And we just literally went sideways all day, started to bounce, and then this is essentially the S curve to do that. And it just didn't really slow down. So again, you could have got it set up with those really small candles here, bracketing these, giving it a little more room below, whatever it is that is in your plan you're comfortable with. And then from here, it completely trapped everybody. You know, this being an S curve, it just ran. And that's what happened on the actual stock 5-minute. You can see how it quickly just collapsed through 1925 and just kept on moving. Didn't even retest from below it. We'll see if that's something that comes up next week. But if you look at how this moved, you know, big move down, big move sideways, big move down. So switching back over to this one. Now this looks similar to this candle. It actually gapped up. but it's not as large. Maybe more like this one, but again, not as large. It may just be this one. Bullish candle, bearish retest, doesn't quite take out the low. It's possible that this is the signal breaking this pattern down, and that's a pennant, and it's just going to collapse. Very plausible, very possible that could work. But we'll just gotta trade the chart in front of us. Looking at the time frames that you're studying and getting into your plans. And yeah, so this is 3 minor pivots in a row where we've actually made high, lower, high, lower, high. So we'll continue to watch this and continue to look back at previous candles to see what could we be up for next. With that said, it's really, really nice if this becomes an iron reversal. We actually gap above this gap and up into this price, ideally 1972.50 price. So we'll see what happens and where we'll end up opening up on Monday. Hope you enjoyed this video. This is Just AMZN. Thanks.